that smiling agent may actually be costing you thousands of dollars. And here's how to tell.
Are you thinking of buying or selling a house and just really not sure where to start or even how to choose the right realtor? This is going to help you out.
And let me just start by saying a public service announcement. This is not us bashing. Gosh, can I talk today? This is not us bashing other real estate agents. This is just trying to educate you guys, because how many clients have you had that have come to you and said, "Oh my gosh, like I had the worst experience buying my first house or selling my first house," and we want to stop that from happening.
Yes, I think that is a big thing with Hearts to Homes. And when I came up with the team name, because I think that was part of what attracted us, is we want to make sure that our clients have the best representation possible, which of course is us. And we want to make sure that we educate as well. So Hearts to Homes, it wasn't about the Way team or Gilbo team. It's about Hearts to Homes because it's about you.
Yes, and and we understand, like, you don't know what you don't know. So we want to make sure that you feel comfortable asking us questions. And even, we were talking about some questions that you should be asking your real estate agent when you choose to hire them.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think a great question, and we actually deal with this ourselves, is do you work nights and weekends? Because how many agents do we call nights and weekends when real estate is typically done and they don't answer their phones?
Hmm.
So, do you work nights and weekends?
Yeah, and especially, a lot of our clients work Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. So
Yeah.
if, they're not available to show you houses on the evenings or the weekends, then what do you do? So,
Mm-hmm.
and even also piggybacking off of working nights and weekends, when are you available to take a phone call? Or is texting easier? Like, how long, am I going to be waiting a day for you to respond? I've had so many clients say, "Yeah, I really want to see this house, and my agent didn't get back to me for 2 days, and the house is pending."
Yes. Now, the big difference is this what you do full time or is this a
Mm.
side hustle? We are finding that more and more agents have a regular full time job. Nothing wrong with that. You got to pay the bills. We know this is a hard industry. We know this is entrepreneurship. But if it's a side hustle, you might not be able to go see that house when you want to. Maybe you're off that day and you want to go at noon and they are working. You can't. They may not answer your phone calls until the evening because they're working their 9 to 5 job.
Yes. And a really important question to ask too is, if you see, one of those big top producing agents, like all over the billboards and stuff like that, obviously they produce big numbers. So do I work directly with you? Is there a team that I work with? Like, who is my go-to person? Obviously, we're the Hearts to Homes team. So if we're doing stuff together, we always make sure on our listing appointments or buying appointments that we introduce each other and say, "Hey, we're together working as a team for you. So if you can't reach Katie, call Derica." Because we want to make sure that, you know, you know who you're talking
Yeah, well, even
to.
like if you go on vacation or I go on
Mhm.
vacation, we're always available to help each other, unless we're on vacation together.
Right. Yeah.
Then
Which
we do have to
happens.
get back
Yes.
up.
Yeah.
But typically, we discuss everything with each other. So if she knows I'm going out of town, then she's going to be available to show my clients. If she's out of town, then I'm going to be available to show her clients. So that way, our clients are always getting assistance. I get calls from people that their agents are out of town and they want me to show them a house, but then when their agent comes back in town, then they want to go back to their agent. Nah, nah,
No,
nah.
don't be slick.
And especially because now with the new laws, we have to have you sign a document that says you're hiring us before we can even open doors.
Mhm.
And people aren't used to that either.
Right,
We still
right.
get a little blowback from that.
Yeah, we do, because we don't, some people aren't comfortable signing a contract when you don't really know us. So that's why we do try to do buyer consultations, whether it's on Zoom, phone call, in person, so you can get to know us a little bit more.
And
Uh,
us get to know them
yeah,
because
for
I
sure.
don't I don't want to work with grumpy people.
Yeah, yeah,
It's okay
yeah.
to have a bad day. We all
Mhm.
have bad days. Heck, I've been having a lot of them.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
we like to interview you just as you like to interview us because not all personalities work very well. She's warm and bubbly, and I'm more to the fact I'm type A. So I'm like,
Shark and
let's,
heels.
yeah, shark and heels. I'm more type, and everybody likes different things. So if you like warm and fuzzy, and I can be warm and fuzzy,
Yeah.
but I'm more like, let's handle business. Let's get this negotiations, blah,
And
blah,
then we'll be warm and fuzzy
blah.
after.
Yeah.
Another really, really important question to ask that I don't think a lot of people do is asking, to go over like the contract. What does this contract mean? If I hire you as my real estate agent, what does that mean? And I have so many clients that, that will just want to sign the paperwork and let's get it moving. And then, not realizing that contracts aren't just for 30 days. So it's like, you want to know what you're signing. So it's really important.
It is really important, and even to go back to the showing form that needs to be signed now too. Um, I've had clients that are like, well, I want to just go see these houses. We can also do it for those houses.
Mm-hmm.
So if you decide you want to see 4 houses, we can put those 4 houses down. We can show you those 4 houses. If you decide to put an offer in on those 4 houses, then you would work with us. But if we meet and we're just not gelling, rip it up and we can be done with each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I also make sure that people don't know that you can fire your realtor as well. But make sure you read your contract to make sure that you don't have to reimburse them any expenses or any of those things. If they're selling your house and they've already paid for photos and blah, 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 make sure you check your paperwork. And of course, we're not lawyers, so always seek legal counsel.
Touche on that. I was glad you added that in there because people really do think like, oh, Zillow assigned me this agent, so that's what I'm working with. And I'm like, oh, well, you don't have to work with them. And I
Right.
think it's really important, like I'm sure we talked about this in prior podcasts too, to interview different agents because you want to make sure that the agent, like, we spend a lot of time with our clients. Okay. We're showing houses a lot. So, I mean, we kind of become best friends.
We
So, you want to make sure that you're comfortable, asking questions, talking through the process, and not everybody's personality gels, just like you said. So if you are with an agent that you're just not vibing with, it's okay. Let's just communicate. Don't ghost them. Okay. Been ghosted before and it's rude. Really rude.
I think also looking and reading reviews on agents as well. It's hard for people to even to do reviews now where everybody's so busy.
Mm-hmm.
So when people take the time they will take the time to complain,
Yeah.
but they don't always take the time to write something positive. So make sure you read those reviews and just know every experience might not be great. But if you have 50 reviews and 40 of them are bad, probably move on to a different agent. Mm-hmm. So read the reviews and look at their sales. Mm-hmm. You can look at that, even Zillow, and I hate to even keep mentioning Zillow, but Zillow does show people's past 12 months of sales. So you can look at that too. Make sure that they've sold your area. Make sure they even have sold a house in the last 12 months because this industry has changed tremendously in the last 90 days.
Yeah, it is really crazy to see how much it's changed, when we're trying to keep our clients educated because even if you listed a house a month ago versus now, I mean, it's so different. And if you are a buyer, whether you're a first time buyer, a second time, 10th time buyer listening to this right now, I mean, I'm not just saying, like, we're not the type of agents that are just looking for a quick sale. Please know that. We are not the pushy agent, and we'll talk about that too. But, like, I've talked with different lenders, you have too, about this being such a sweet spot for buyers right now. Interest rates have lowered a little bit. I mean, we've got some really nice houses sitting on the market. And just because they've been on the market for a month, 2 months, doesn't mean that there's something wrong with them. They could be overpriced. The pictures could just suck, which I've literally had that happen to me before. Like, these pictures are ugly. Then you go and the house is gorgeous. They just might not be marketed correctly, and buyers are, they're getting the upper hand in some of these negotiations.
Yeah.
So do not miss out, because if you listen to everybody and wait for the interest rates to get lower and wait for this and wait for this when everybody else is waiting, then we're back to multiple offer situations. We're back to competing and going, 50 grand over asking price as soon as those interest rates lower to, whatever rate people are hoping that they're going to get to.
Yeah. So, and I think even we spoke with one of our preferred lenders yesterday, and he was saying that if everybody's waiting for the interest rates to drop and then everybody starts shopping again when they do, imagine the madness with that. So right now, even as an example, I just got somebody $40,000 price reductions. And then, so we got a $40,000 price reduction. We jumped on it, and I was able to get them 3% concessions towards their closing cost. So it's a great time for buyers to buy right now.
It really is. And it's nice to kind of see things switch a little bit because, I mean, since you and I have been in real estate, it's been all about the sellers. And we love you sellers. We do. But sometimes your house is not as nice as you think it is.
Not our sellers, though.
No, not our sellers, because we help them bring out the best in their houses. Yes. But no, I mean, of course, we want to give you guys the most money. But I mean, these buyers are just breaking their backs trying to get these houses. So it's really nice to have stuff start to level out a little bit. And we'll see what that continues like for the rest of the fall and winter season.
Yes, sellers. Questions for you to be asking. What do you do for photos? Do you use a professional photographer, or do you use your iPhone or Samsung? God, if they use their Samsung, but we're not iPhone.
Fire them.
So that is a really huge question, because your photos are the first impression. It's the first time people are going to see your house on anything on the internet. So photography, what do they do? Do they even do videography? And then, of course, let's talk about staging. Do they hide the staging costs in your expenses, or do they actually pay for the staging in their commission? We pay for the staging in our commission. So that's just an expense for us. So make sure that you ask that, because I found a lot of companies out there, they say that staging is included, but staging is an extra expense.
Yes. And it's really important to ask them, what the costs are for hiring their agent. And it's probably good for buyers too, even though we
Very
still
important.
see most sellers are paying both the seller's and the buyer's agent commission, but it's still very important. Like, you want to know all the fees that are involved, and the services that are involved. If you hire a discounted agent, um, you're most likely getting discounted services. But it's really important to know, like, what's included in all of your stuff. Do you have different packages to choose from? Talk about those things and what makes sense for you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got it. I was like, I don't know what other questions I ask sellers. I don't freaking know. Closer to me. Like you love me.
Mm-hmm.
I think another really important thing is when we have a lot of buyers that go to open houses, and we're not the pushy agents. We're not gonna force you, hold you by the neck, and be like, "Go sign our papers." But
I get really shy at open houses.
yeah,
I am really shy, though. I do have a really big shy
yeah.
part of me, and open houses really brings that out.
Yeah, I will never forget the first time that I worked. Well, okay, I wasn't even an agent. I was just going with her to the open house because I just wanted to make sure she was safe, and I was probably bored. Just kidding. But I just remember you were so nervous.
I
You
was
were
very
like,
nervous.
"What am I gonna say to these people? Like, I don't know what to say."
Yeah.
And then so I'm over here.
I'm so like not wanting to be that pushy person, like
Yeah.
at all. And she's really good with open houses. She's like, "Oh, you went to Churchill? I went to Churchill." And then she just like it's
I'm
really
Chatty Cathy.
chatty Cathy. That's when it comes in really handy.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, because I think the first couple open houses I went to you with, I was just striking up conversation, like, "What kind of dog do you have?" Like,
Right.
the babies. "Oh, your baby's so cute." Just because I'm like, I want people to feel welcomed.
Yeah,
And
you're really good at that.
thank you, I appreciate that, because some, you can kind of tell, like, the agents that are just like fiending for a new client. You know what I mean? Like, they're just like I've had some clients that literally they would walk in the door at an open house, and they're barely in the house. They just like, "Do you have an agent? Are you working with an agent?" And it's like, that's giving desperation. You know what I mean? So
Commission
just,
breath is what they call it, right?
yes,
Commission
yes,
breath.
yeah. So you just want to, just make sure you kind of watch out for that. I think that is a red flag. I don't know, in my book, don't you think, or no?
Yeah, I mean, because I hate to for us to like we always are very very much aware, like we try not to be the pushy salespeople, and I'm very big on like I don't want anybody to work with me that doesn't want to work with me, and even like when I was teaching Zumba, like I never wanted to come into Zumba and be like, hey, you're looking to buy a house, you want to sell a house, you want to buy a house. I mean, it took me forever to get out of being the Zumba lady, which thank you guys so much for embracing me finally. I really appreciate it. I mean, and I love being the Zumba lady. I do. I love it, love it, love it, love it. But that was a hard thing to
Yes, it was.
transition from,
Yes, it was.
So I'm very
Yes.
thankful for everybody.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because I think that, like you talked about with our team name, like, we really want people to know that our clients do come first. And I'm not trying to make this podcast also about like, "Oh, we do this and we're great and blah blah blah," but like, please know, like, hiring the right agent can really make or break things for you. I mean, the stress that people endure sometimes because they're just completely lost in this process because their agent does not have their back is like crazy to me. Like, this is your biggest investment that you're going to make, and you need to make sure that that person that was working for you has your back. And I'm not saying that real estate is your transaction is going to be like rainbows and butterflies. And it, there's a lot that goes behind the scenes that people don't know about, but someone that is able to kind of take that stress off of you a little bit and carry some of that weight for you, like, helps a lot. It was so funny because I had a client the other day that's like, "You're really like a full-time realtor, part-time therapist." I'm like, "Yes,
Yes, we are.
yes."
We wear several hats.
Mm-hmm.
We're a little bit of contractors, we do a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Yeah, CSI problem solvers,
Yeah.
so it is a lot, but we really care about educating our clients, and if you guys listen to our podcast, we greatly appreciate it too, because we try to do different topics that you guys will be interested in.
Yes.
And
And if you need help with any of this, please reach out, because the worst thing for me too is that, we know everybody's not going to use us, but one of the worst things that I can't stand is when somebody chooses not to use us and then they're texting or calling or Facebook messaging me to help me to solve and help them with their problem. And I can't. Our hands are tied. When you
Yeah.
sign that contract with another realtor, like we can't really help out. So just taking that extra time to interview agents and just making sure you don't want Uncle Bob's cousin's sister that sold real estate 30 years ago. The industry's changed
It's
like
changed.
drastically. It's changed since even 7 years ago that I got into the business.
Has it really been
So
7 years?
almost 7 years.
That's insane.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow, almost double digits, girl.
I know.
Ooh, Lordy.
Yay.
Yes. But you brought up a good point, because I don't think we talked about interviewing different real estate agents.
We did.
Oh, we did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
because I said in the beginning, you interview at least 2 to 3. You could do 10, but
Yeah.
2 to 3 for sure.
Yeah, and we've interviewed with people before. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't.
Sometimes
That's
we
great.
don't. That's okay.
Because what we're not going to do is we're not going to come into a house and say, hey, yeah, you want $500,000 for your house? Yeah, we'll do it. We'll put it on the market for $500,000 if we don't see it. So
We've lost listings that way.
yeah, we have. I mean, I would
It's okay.
love to tell you what you want to hear and make it work. But I mean, there's a process for everything, and we really dig deep into like numbers and marketing and all of that stuff. So it's like we want you to trust us and what we're saying. And if we don't see 500,000, and you could choose to don't listen to us and list your house for 500,000, you might want to expect to be on the market a couple months. But that's okay. We don't win everything, and that's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Everybody doesn't choose right.
Yeah. Good one.
But it's a big thing. But we do love our clients, and it
do.
even leads us to we try to do things differently. We try to make sure that we, like she said, we spend a lot of time together, and there's clients that we worked with for years, and then over that time, we build a relationship with them, and so we try to stay in touch with you. We also hear a lot of times people say that once they get the keys to their house, they never hear from their realtor again. And I just did another sale that was a buy sell, and she was from 3 years ago, and she's like, girl, you were always on my mind because you stay in touch.
That's
and
really sweet.
we do really good. We try. I mean, we're not perfect, guys, like we're not, but we do try to stay in contact with our past clients, our current clients, and future clients, right? So that's a lot of marketing and a lot of phone calls and stuff that we do.
Yes.
But it's important to us. And so this week we are doing a cider mill. We rented
excited.
out. I know, I'm so excited. We
Yeah.
rented out a barn, and we're going to do cider, donuts, and a hayride. And we're going to have some fun things for the kids. We're going to have some
Music.
costumes. And then even look, we have some little swag. And I'm really excited. I really give Kimberly a shout out. She made chocolate covered Oreos, and she packaged them ever so cute.
They're so cute.
And she's got her business card on here, and it's just to help promote another woman in business. And we have a couple of them. Kim Berry, our travel person, she also has given us something to put in our bags to give a gift to our clients. And then we have some stuff too.
Yep. Scooters, coupons, because we're always drinking
love
our scooters. Yeah, Derek dropped our straws today in the soaking wet sidewalk. So yeah, but that's okay. Still drinking it. But yeah, we're really, really excited. Yeah, and we're just
But please come. Like if you are a past client or a current client or a future client that we've been talking to, like we send out
podcast supporter. Come on.
Yeah, podcast supporter. I'm so glad that Demetrius is going to be there.
Yes.
And Victoria.
Good, good.
So thank you, Demetrius, and thank you, Britt, too. We know, and we want to shout you out too. So if you're listening to our podcast, sharing our podcast, and please let us know, because we do want to shout you out. We really appreciate the feedback that we get. But we really are trying to increase our views and increase our subscribers. We have some pretty lights now we're trying to work with and
figure it out.
Trying to figure it out.
Yeah, if you guys have any suggestions, let us know, please.
Your girls need some help.
Yeah. I used to have a tech savvy one, but with this whole lighting and like perfect videos that people do, I really have no idea.
We're gonna figure it out though. So stay
sure.
tuned, and hopefully you'll see some improvements and the quality getting better and stuff. And I'm working on my YouTube channel since I've had some Facebook issues. But please, I have to say something about that really quick, and I'm gonna do a whole different video on that. But like, if you need me, I had a couple clients inbox me on Facebook that I had no access to for 2 weeks, and they wanted me to sell their house and help them. And it's been 2 weeks, and I apologize, but I had no access to my Facebook. Facebook has been messing with me. But pick up the phone, call your girl, like 734-323-4486. My phone number is everywhere. My phone number has been the same for 25 years.
Yeah, literally, like your phone number is everywhere.
It's everywhere. So like, if you are relying on social media and you aren't getting a response, I am not one. I respond. I try to respond the same day, even if it's 7 or 8 o'clock at night. So if you are going through any social medias for either one of us and we are not responding, something's wrong. So please pick up the phone. What's your number? 313
680-0577.
Yes, and we'll make sure that we put that in the bottom of this YouTube.
Yes.
We'll try to make sure that we put that in here, or even on the screen in our editing, or actually it will be because in our captions.
Yes.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. So just pick up the phone because I don't want to miss what you need. I want to be there for you. She wants to be there for you. We want to be there for you. So don't rely on social media because it's not perfect.
No, it's not. No. And I do want to end by shouting out some of my clients before we go too.
Why? Demetrius is a friend and Bert's your sister. So what do you mean your clients?
Because
I didn't shout out my clients.
I thought you were sort of.
Demetrius is not. I mean, and Bert's not my client.
Oh.
Demetrius is a friend / client. Him and Victoria, and then Bert's your sister.
Okay.
But you can still shout out.
Oh, thanks.
Whatever. Yeah.
I just it's just really cool to see like you said, we look.
I did our swag people. Is that what you're talking about?
No. I was just thinking like about how like we talk to our clients all the time. You know, get houses, and then we don't really like. We try to keep up on like their lives and just staying in touch and all of that. And so I love like Alex and Savannah had the cutest little baby boy Leo, and I've been able to visit. Yes, and I've been able to visit them. And I mean, we went through a lot with buying their house, and just to see them transform that house and now bring a baby into it's just really cool to see.
That's really nice.
You know, like it's just cool to see. I don't know. So.
Yeah, I think all of it is though too. Like I have a client that bought some land that's going to build a barn dominium. Like
yeah,
I want to be a part of that. I have another client that's getting ready to hopefully dig their basement. I can't wait to go and hear what they pick out. So we just love it so much. And it's not just, it's just not a career, even though I love the career, but it's just not a career for us. Yeah. We truly, truly love what we do.
Yeah, we're excited. We love it when we get updates from you guys on finishing your basement or, you know, renovating a kitchen or whatever. We just love to hear all the updates. So,
and I have to say, stay tuned for our Thursday pictures and stuff from the cider mill.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's going to be fun. It is. And we got another H2H cribs coming out too. So, a couple of them.
Yeah. So if you haven't seen our listings, we've got we had 2 in Canton. We have 1 coming up this weekend, and on Nantucket we had the Dearborn. Her open house was crazy busy and multiple offers. Yep. And then we still have our Trenton on Yellowbrook. And
cutest ranch ever, guys.
It is. And then she just put brand new appliances in there. She's been doing all kinds of stuff over there.
Finished basement with a wet bar.
Oh my God, the bar is like sweet.
Yes. Yeah. Just really, really, really nice ranch.
Yes. Yeah. So check that one out. And then we have Russell in Westland with Livonia Schools. That is stunning with the Harry Potter secret door.
My favorite.
Stunning. We know the price might be a little bit high for Westland, but when you go and you see this house, it's worth every single penny and then some. It's gorgeous. So yeah.
So we got a lot in the works.
Yeah, we got 1 coming in Westland, Westland condo, and a Livonia.
Okay.
Yeah. In the next couple of weeks, and then the one we just did, the H2H Livonia.
Yep.
Gorgeous.
Ooh, I love it. I love it. That house, like seriously, like when you walk in, it's one of those that just captures you right when you walk in. And then we also have a ranch in Westland with Livonia Schools coming at a great first time buyer price point too.
Yeah, we have some fun things coming.
Yes.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.